You are not special. But I know someone who is. Vault Boy. Today I'm going to show you how to achieve what may be the highest special stats possible in Fallout 4. I won't be using any glitches or exploits, such as duplicating the Your Special book, and I also won't be using any Creation Club items. Just plain old vanilla Fallout 4 and its official DLC. Are you sitting comfortably? Good. Now let's begin. During character creation, we start with 1 in all 7 special stats and are given 21 points to level them. This means we can max out 2 special stats to level 10 and 1 to level 4. To reach 10 in the remaining special stats, we need to be level 42. At level 42, we have 41 perk points, and we can use the Your Special book for the final point, to bring all of our special stats to 10. Starting with Strength, the Strength Bobblehead gives +1, the Weight Bench gives +1, the Solar Powered perk gives +2, Scav number 5 gives +3 strength when we have less than 100 caps. There are often several different pieces of clothing that all give the same stat bonus, so for simplicity I will only list one. In this case the baseball uniform gives +1 and is used instead of Grognak's costume or the Wildman rags, which give +2 as they prevent you from wearing chest armour. Speaking of armour, a full set of rad powered armour will give you +35 strength when you have over 931 rads. This can only be obtained as random legendary loot from a legendary enemy, and cannot be obtained on a helmet, and the only legendary headwear are unique named legendaries such as the Destroyer's helmet. Power armour will remove all stat bonuses from armour and clothing and will default your strength to 11.
These go to 11.
So it is of no benefit to us. We gain +2 strength from Grilled Hermit Crab, +6 from Dirty Wastelander with Party Boy rank 2, and we gain another +18 from Ken's. This gives us a max strength of 79. Strength directly affects your unarmed and melee damage, with 79 strength giving you an 8.9 times multiplier to your damage. Strength also affects carry weight. At 79 strength, we have a base carry weight of 990. Strong Back rank 2 gives +50, and Lone Wanderer rank 2 gives +100. The Deep Pockets armour mod gives +60 on a full set of armour, and you can gain +375 from consumables for a total of 1575 carry weight. Despite this much strength and carry weight, we can't drag a Deathclaw around. Next up is Perception. The Bobblehead gives +1, the Phoraptor gives +1, the second rank of Vans gives +2, the second rank of Night Person gives +3 between 6 PM and 6 AM, the Fancy Suit and the Eyeglasses give +1 each, the Baseball Cap gives +1, the Faded Visor can be worn on top of the baseball cap for another +1, but I'm pretty sure this is a glitch, so I won't be counting it. A full set of Unyielding Armour gives +3 to all stats except for Endurance, so we gain another +15 Perception from Armour. We also gain +5 Perception from Food and +19 from Chems. The Sensor Array, which can be equipped to an automatron, gives +2 Perception when you are within range of said automatron.
See something you like?
This bonus stacks, and there is no limit on how many automatrons you can construct. As long as you are in range of them, you can gain an insane amount of perception, but for the purpose of the video, I will only be counting a single boost. So in total, our perception is now 61. As a stat, perception itself only affects accuracy and VATS. So how effective is a perception of 61 versus a perception of 10? Using a combat shotgun modded to have a range of only 5, then using VATS at the furthest distance possible, we have an accuracy of around 11 when aiming at Codsworth's torso.
You cheeky wankers.
With 61 perception, this increases to 32, almost a 3 times increase in accuracy, which is good, but not as spectacular as I was expecting. Moving on to endurance, the bobblehead gives +1, the power cycle gives +1, solar powered gives +2 during the day, scav number 5 gives +3, the torn shirt and jeans gives +2, the sea captain's hat gives +2, Gage's eye patch gives +1 but is unobtainable and unequipable without console commands. A full set of fortifying armour gives +5, however, the endurance you gain from the armour does not increase your HP. Why?
'Cause fuck 'em, that's why.
We just can't have nice things, can we, Todd?
It just works.
We gain +12 endurance from food, +2 from alcohol, and +8 from chems. Being well rested on survival mode will give you another 2 endurance for a total of 50. Endurance as a stat directly affects your HP and the action point drain from sprinting. At 21 endurance, you can sprint infinitely.
That day, for no particular reason, I decided to go for a little run.
At level 42, we have 1330 HP. With consumables, we can gain another 725 HP, and rank 3 of the Life Giver perk gives another 60, for 2115 HP total. The Night Person perk also gives 30 HP at rank 3, but only works at night. So we lose the 2 endurance from solar powered, giving us a final HP of 2094. So solar powered is better than Night Person for max HP at this level. Charisma is up next. Again, the bobblehead gives +1. Getting a sick fade at the barber chair gives you another +1. The fancy plaid suit and tie gives +2. The dapper gent gives +2. The black rim glasses give +1. Unyielding armour gives +15. We gain +2 charisma from alcohol and +10 from chems, for a grand total of 44 charisma. 44 charisma guarantees that you will succeed at any persuasion check in the game, as well as giving you the best buying and selling prices when bartering. It also affects settlement population, allowing you to have 54 settlers at a settlement.
Look at all those chickens!
Vault 88 should allow for 64, as the default settler limit is 20, but I was unable to exceed the 54 limit in a regular settlement, so perhaps beyond 20 it uses the same limit as a regular settlement, or perhaps it just glitched out for me. Wouldn't be the first time.
16 times the detail.
Now for intelligence. The bobblehead gives +1, the overseer's desk gives +1, Night Person gives +3, the fancy suit and tie gives +1, the Inquisitor's cowl gives +4 when you have over 400 rads, or you can wear Liam's glasses for +2 and the Captain's hat for +2. Unyielding Armour gives plus 15. We gain plus 10 intelligence from chems for a maximum of 45. We can push this even higher by completing the quest Trip to the Stars and keeping the herbologists alive. Speak to Phil, and you can pay caps to progress through the AHS ranks.
The cruisers then took the frozen alien bodies to our planet, Earth, and dumped them into the volcanoes of Hawaii.
Each rank gives a temporary increase to your intelligence, and you can do all 8 in one go, for a total of 36, increasing our total intelligence to 81. Though in practice you won't get much benefit from this, as the effect is very short-lived. Intelligence itself gives you plus 3% XP per level, as well as affecting the number of passwords that appear when hacking a terminal. At 4 intelligence, which is the minimum required to access the hacker perk, a mastered terminal shows 15 passwords. At 10 intelligence, this is reduced to 6, and at 45 intelligence, it is also 6.
I expect nothing, and I'm still let down.
Regarding XP, at 45 intelligence we gain plus 135% experience, or more simply, a 2.35 times multiplier to our XP. Piper's Companion perk gives double XP for discovering new locations and for successful persuasion. Gage's Companion perk gives you plus 5% more XP for kills. The Captain's Feast obtained from the Rite of Passage quest is a one-time 10% XP boost. Squirrel's Stew gives another 2% XP. Lover's Embrace gives another 15% XP. Idiot Savant can randomly give 5 times the amount of XP, though at our level of intelligence the chance of it triggering is only 1%. Survival Mode gives 2 times XP for kills. Live and Love number 4 and 7 give plus 25% XP for persuading women and men respectively. And finally, issue number 8 of Live and Love gives plus 5% XP when with a companion, but it seems this bonus is applied twice. Using a Myalert Queen as an example, at 10 intelligence we receive 287 XP. If the bonus was only 5%, we should have received 273 XP. Instead, Live and Love is applied twice, resulting in 286.65 XP. We can use console commands to confirm this by checking our current XP and subtracting it from our XP after killing the Queen, and it is indeed 286.65. So in total we can earn approximately 16.72 times XP for normal actions, 41.79 times for successfully persuading, 33.43 times for discovering new locations, and 35.1 times for kills. Which means the highest XP you can earn from a single action is a whopping 25,073 XP for completing the Nuclear Option or Nuclear Family quest. Moving on to Agility, the Bobblehead gives plus 1, the Pommel Horse gives plus 1, the Wrap and Ragged Pants give plus 2, the Recon Marine Helmet gives plus 1, Unyielding Armour gives plus 15, we gain plus 2 from food, another plus 2 from alcohol, and plus 5 from chems. Being well rested on survival mode gives another plus 2 for a total of 41 agility. Agility directly increases how many action points you have, as well as your ability to pickpocket and sneak. Though how exactly it affects sneak isn't understood, and considering how many factors influence stealth, there's no easy way to test this. With 41 agility, we have a base of 470 action points. Lone Wanderer rank 4 gives another 25, Quick Hands rank 3 gives plus 10, and Astoundingly Awesome Tales number 8 gives plus 5. The ultralight mod adds 30 action points when applied to a full set of armour. Consumables give us plus 257, and we can very briefly benefit from Buff Jet, Psycho Jet and Ultra Jet if used one after the other once the slow time effect wears off, for another 170 action points and a total of 967. This many action points allows us to easily queue the max number of attacks in VATS, which is 16. With 10 agility and the max rank of the pickpocket perk, we have a 23% chance to pickpocket the power armor torso straight off of a Brotherhood Knight. At 41 agility this increases to 54%, an exact increase of 31%, which is 1% per level of agility gained. Some items can never be pickpocketed, like the Gatling gun and the minigun, but you can pretty reliably strip a Brotherhood Knight naked while he's still in the power armor, take the fusion core to force him out of it, then steal the armor from him, and run off into the sunset. The final special stat is luck. You guessed it, the bobblehead gives +1, the slot machine gives +1, any variant of the colourful undergarments give +2, the chef hat gives +1, unyielding gives +15, we gain +1 from food, +3 from alcohol with rank 3 of party boy, and +8 from chems. Live and Love number 14 gives +1 when under the influence of alcohol and travelling with a companion, but only works if you drink beer. No other alcohol gives this bonus, because of course, it doesn't work properly. Interestingly, Party Boy rank 2 doubles this bonus to +2. Lucky Eddie gives another +2 when equipped, bringing our total luck to 46. However, Party Boy rank 3 applies to every single alcoholic drink in the game, and there are 26 total, so we can gain +78 luck if we drink all of them at once, meaning we can have a luck stat of 121. Now it's debatable if this is intended, but it is possible. Luck itself increases the rate at which the critical meter fills, the chance of successfully getting a perfectly preserved pie, and the distance the World Series bat can yeet an NPC.
Ooh, yeet. Yeet.
At 46 luck, it takes 2 hits to fill the critical meter, and at 121 luck, a single hit will instantly fill the critical meter. The chance of obtaining a perfectly preserved pie is 4 times your luck, plus the number of previous attempts, divided by 20. So at 46 luck, you have a 9.2% chance of getting the pie on your first attempt, and you can expect it to take at least 11 attempts to get the pie. At 121 luck, you have a 24.2% chance of getting the pie, and you can expect it to take at least 5 attempts to get the pie.
Yes. Yes!
Luck increases the distance the World Series bat launches NPCs, but not the chance, which is always 6%. At 10 luck, the distance is pretty impressive already.
Home run!
At 46 luck, we can hit Sean beyond the render distance of the game. At 121 luck, Sean is launched out of render before I can even finish the attack animation to watch him go flying. Wait, did you see that? Is that Sean? I guess we'll never know. Now that we have all this information, what's the highest total special stat? We start with a base of 10, we can collect all the bobbleheads for +7, we can only use one stat boosting settlement object at a time, in this case the Phoropter for +1 perception, the Vans perk can give us +2 perception, Night Person and Solar Powered are mutually exclusive, but Night Person gives +3 Perception and Intelligence, whereas Solar Powered only gives +2 Strength and Endurance, so we use Night Person. Scav number 5 gives +3 Strength and Endurance. Party Boy rank 3 will give +9 Luck, as we have to drink beer, Dirty Wastelander and Nuka Bomb Drop. Live and Love number 6 will give +1, which is doubled to +2 by Party Boy rank 2. Lucky Eddie gives +2 Luck. We gain +2 Perception from the Sensor Array robot mod. Being well rested on Survival mode gives +2 Endurance and Agility. We have to wear the Inquisitor's Cowl for +4 Intelligence. We can wear any +2 or +1/+1 clothing, in this case the fancy suit. Then we equip a full set of unyielding armour for +90. And finally, we can stack all of the consumables for a total special stat of 311. We can then add in the Herbologist bonus for +36 Intelligence, and then we can drink the remaining alcohol for another 69 Luck.
Nice.
For the final total special stat of 416. And there he is, the most special boy the Wasteland has ever seen. I hope the information in this video is accurate. If not, do let me know in the comments. But that'll be all from me for today. Thank you for watching. Be seeing you